Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you love thought-provoking stories inspired by philosophy, mindfulness, and human nature, then you're in the right place. Before we dive in, take a moment to support the channel by hitting that like button, subscribing, and turning on notifications so you never miss an intriguing story like this one. Now, let's explore a tale of quiet observation, patience, and the hidden language of attraction. The air was thick with the comforting aroma of freshly brewed coffee. Rogers stepped into the quiet cafe, his sanctuary, where he often spent time reflecting, reading, and simply observing the ebb and flow of life. He was a man of few words, deeply influenced by Zen and Stoic philosophy. To him, life was a river. One did not force the current but instead flowed with it. At a corner table, he noticed her again. Sophia. She was always there, sitting in the same spot, always alone. She never approached, never spoke first, yet something about her presence made Rogers wonder. Was it a coincidence that their paths continued to cross? Or was there something unspoken lingering in the air between them? The subtle clues, the unseen gaze. Rogers, trained in mindfulness, sensed the weight of her gaze long before he caught her in the act. He would look up from his book, only to see her quickly divert her eyes. It was too deliberate, too measured to be casual. Attraction often spoke in silence, and Rogers, attuned to the subtleties of human nature, began to notice. Mirroring, over time he detected another pattern. When he picked up his coffee cup, so did she. When he leaned back in his chair, she unconsciously adjusted her posture to match his. Zen philosophy taught that synchronization happens naturally when energies align. Was this a mere coincidence, or was her subconscious revealing what words did not? The silent proximity, despite the many empty seats available, she often chose to sit just close enough to be within his periphery but not too close to make it obvious. Stoicism had taught Rogers not to assume, but to observe. Her actions, subtle as they were, left a trail of quiet intent. The Zen test, Rogers decided to do nothing. Zen and Stoic teachings emphasized patience and detachment. If the attraction was real, it would reveal itself without force. Instead of seeking answers, he embraced the moment and let things unfold naturally. One day, he deliberately chose not to visit the cafe. A simple test. The following day, he returned and noticed something different. Sophia seemed slightly unsettled, her glances more frequent, her composure less certain. Something had shifted. Still, he remained still, like a rock in a flowing stream, unperturbed by the currents of speculation. And then the moment arrived, the moment of truth. Sophia hesitated before finally speaking. "That book, I've been meaning to read it. Is it any good?" A small step, a simple comment. But for Rogers, it was the final piece of the puzzle. Her attraction was not just imagined. It had now manifested into action. He closed his book gently and met her gaze, his expression calm yet welcoming. "It's a good read. You might enjoy it." And with that, the first thread of conversation was woven, not through force or pursuit, but through patience and awareness. Closing lesson. Zen and Stoicism teach that attraction, like all things, unfolds in its own time. One does not need to chase, force, or control. By being present and aware, we learn to see beyond words and into true intention. Sometimes all it takes is stillness to let what is meant to be, simply be. And that, my friends, is the power of patience and presence. Attraction, like all things in life, doesn't need to be forced. It simply flows when the time is right. If you enjoyed this story and its deeper philosophical insights, be sure to let me know in the comments. Have you ever experienced a moment like this? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss more stories like this. Your support helps the channel grow and brings more insightful content your way. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay mindful, stay patient, and let life unfold naturally. See you in the next story.